U.S. has launched strikes against Iran as talks continue over an end to the war.
Bradley Blackburn joins us here in studio with the very latest on the negotiations. Bradley.
Chris, Mary, today President Trump is headed to Walter Reed Medical Center for what the White House calls a routine visit. But he last visited just 7 months ago, and there is a lot of scrutiny over the health of the president, who turns 80 within weeks. Meanwhile, President Trump insists an agreement to end the war with Iran is almost within reach, but it isn't a done deal yet, and the Strait of Hormuz remains a battlefield.
U.S. forces have attacked missile launch sites and Iranian boats attempting to lay mines in the Strait of Hormuz. A Pentagon official called the Monday attacks self-defense strikes and said restraint is being used during the ongoing ceasefire.
The straits have to be open. They're going to be open one way or the other.
Sources tell CBS News a tentative agreement would require Iran to reopen the strait before the U.S. lifts its naval blockade. Tehran would commit to disposing its stockpile of enriched uranium in exchange for potential sanctions relief. But negotiations over its nuclear program would occur at a later stage. Iran's foreign minister says there is no deadline for a framework agreement, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio said negotiators are parsing through every word.
It's either going to be a good deal or there isn't going to be one.
At Arlington National Cemetery, President Trump paid tribute to the 13 service members killed to date in Operation Epic Fury.
These incredible men and women gave their lives to ensure that the world's #1 state sponsor of terror will never have a nuclear weapon.
Retired Navy Vice Admiral Robert Murrett expects any deal will keep a robust troop presence in the region.
There's going to be some people that are unhappy with whatever deal is struck, no matter what the final arrangements look like.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his country will intensify efforts against the Iranian proxy group Hezbollah in Lebanon after the group said it staged several drone attacks in northern Israel.
And President Trump is still putting some new terms on the table for this potential deal. He's now calling for several Muslim nations to join the Abraham Accords as part of it, normalizing relations with Israel. But Pakistan has already rejected that idea, Chris, and other countries have resisted it too in the past.
All right, Bradley, still more time to go, that's for sure. Okay.